4th and 5th and 6th graders. Welcome back to grammar class. Did you know this is a very short grammar class today, which is going to give us time to do this really cool project on the Egyptian pyramid. Okay, so I'm excited. I hope you are excited. Make sure you get your book and go to page number 8. Okay, get your book and go to page number 8. We're going to be talking about what's called run together sentences. Everyone say that. Run together sentences. Okay, let's see what that is all about. But first we're going to review and then we're going to go into it. Think B, we're going to literally do every single one of those together. What? Because that's going to help you because this is new. Run together sentences are brand new, so we're going to do it together, guys. But like I said, before we can start into run together sentences, we need to review. What do you think we're reviewing? The things that we've been talking about lately. Fragments, regular sentences, the real ones, and run-on sentences, which are different than run together. If you were still wondering what are we reviewing, this is what it is. Effective communicators know the difference between a true sentence, fragments, and run-ons, okay? That's an oración verdadera. Fragmentos and run-ons. Okay, well, let's see what we mean. What is a true sentence, you guys? That is a complete sentence. Remember, that's one where there's a person doing an action and it completes a thought, okay? Like, Miss Jessica is teaching grammar. I'm Miss Jessica, I'm doing something teaching, and teaching what? Grammar. It completes the thought. But sometimes we make errores, right? Sometimes we write with fragments. Maybe we'll just say teaching grammar. Well, who's teaching grammar? We don't know. So it's a fragment, right? Or sometimes we write way too many things and we have a run-on, okay? A run-on is where we put two complete sentences together without doing it correctly. And it should actually be two sentences, not one. So it runs on and on, we say. It's a run-on. Like, tell me about this one right here. The yellow dog. Is that a true sentence, a fragment, or a run-on? Yell it out to me. It's a fragment, you guys. We have the yellow dog, but what's the yellow dog doing? Ni idea. So we have to call it a fragment. What about this one? The yellow dog is barking all the time. Barking is when they go, rah, 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 rah. I don't know what it is in Spanish, sorry. The yellow dog is barking all the time. What is that? It's a true sentence, you guys. We have who is doing something, what they're doing. The yellow dog is barking, and what? All the time. That finishes the sentence. It tells us when he is barking. Okay, so what about this one? The yellow dog is barking all the time. At night, he is a little quieter. At night, he is a little quieter. Uh-oh, guys, what is that? Run on, because what's happening? There's two sentences. The yellow dog is barking all the time. And at night, he is a little quieter. That's two sentences trying to put it together as one sentence, which is not allowed. But look, how could we fix it? Just do what we learned last time. The yellow dog is barking all the time, punto, which is a period, and make a capital at. At night, he is a little quieter. So now we have two sentences, and they're both true, good sentences. Okay, that's our review for today. Now let's get into run together. We're just not doing run-on sentences. Now we're doing something called a run together sentence. Okay, so read it with me. A run together sentence is a poorly written sentence. That means that it's una oración que no está escrita bien, okay? It contains too many ideas, joined by and, or and so, or and then, okay? Really, we want to focus on, you guys, and so and then. Because, look, we can talk like that. Look, if we're going to be telling a story, we can say, well, first I went to the supermarket, and then I went to my grandma's house, and then I did this, etc., etc. But when we write, we don't need to write like we talk. We need to write in proper sentences that have one idea, and the next idea you put into another sentence, okay? Or that we combine them properly, okay? Which we'll learn throughout this class because we're learning how to be effective communicators, right? But for right now, we just need to learn that we don't need to write the exact same way that we speak. So it is okay to hablar así, to tell me a story. It's okay, Miss Jessica. Yesterday, sorry, in English, I went to the beach, and then we ate some food, and that's totally fine. And so now I'm tired, right? But when we write, we don't need to write like that. So look at this example. My uncle is a pilot, and so he explained how an airplane flies. Look, you can speak to me like that, but you shouldn't write to me like that, okay? So what does it say? How should we correct it? Well, first of all, what's the problem? The and so. You don't need that there, you guys. You just need to make two different sentences. My uncle is a pilot. How do you translate that? Think about it. How do you translate my uncle is a pilot? Mi tío es un piloto, right? And so, entonces, he explained how an airplane flies. Él me explicó cómo un avión what? Creo que vuela, yeah. Okay, so, those two do not have to be in the same sentence combined by and so. Then it just sounds like it's running together, that they're kind of like chocando together, those two sentences. So look what it says. One way to correct a run together sentence is to delete the connecting words. Okay, so we're going to borrar the and so and add capital letters and punctuation to make two sentences. Look down there, we have our capitalize, our insert, and our delete. So now we have this sentence. My uncle is a pilot, period. He explained how an airplane flies. And that's the proper way to write, you guys. You don't need the and so, chocando two sentences together, right? So let's look at an example. This week you have classes, and then next week you have vacation. By the way, in English we don't say vacations, we say vacation, one vacation. Okay? So, what are the words that we don't need in that sentence? And then. We don't need and then in the sentence, right? So, what can we do to fix it? We take out and then. What are we going to insert? A period. And then what are we going to do? Capitalize the letter N for the next sentence so that the sentence can say, this week you have classes, period. Next week you have vacation. So, in your first section of the day, proof A, what do? Look at the instructions. Correct each run-together sentence by using proofreader's marks to delete connecting words, mark capitalization, and insert punctuation. So here's the example of the first one, and then you do the rest by yourself. It's very easy, you guys. Look, you just read it, and you find where the first idea ends. The air became very foggy. That's neblina, is fog, okay? Period, that's the end of the sentence, the end of the first idea. Why? How do we know? Because look what's next. And then the planes could not take off. So just delete the and then, put your period, and capitalize the next word, okay? If you follow that example very well, then you're going to do all of them correctly and be on your way to being an effective communicator. Now this next part we're going to do all together so that you can fully feel confident. What does it say? Write the letter of the sentence that shows the run-together sentence written correctly, okay? So here's the first sentence, guys. Stephen went to Arizona, and then he hiked the Grand Canyon with his parents. What are the two words that we do not need? Yo sé que la mitad de ustedes ya está adivinando la letra y ni me está escuchando, ¿ya? Okay, but hold on, wait a second. Okay, look, what are the two words you don't need? And then, right? Okay, so then what did you just learn? What do you need to do? You need to take them out and put a what? Period, and then capitalize the next letter. So which one's right? A or B? Raise your hand for A. Raise your hand for B. Let's see what it is. It's B. Woohoo! It's B. Why? Because it took out the and then, it put a period and capitalized the next letter to make two sentences. Stephen went to Arizona and then he hiked the Grand Canyon with his parents. Look at sentence 2. The North Rim roads closed in December and then they will reopen in May. What two words don't you need? And then. What do you put? A period and then a capital letter. So which one's right? A or B? Raise your hand for A. And raise your hand for B. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. It's A. Look at letter 3. Number 3. Letter 3. Great. Number 3. The South Rim is open all year, and so we visited that part of the Grand Canyon last March. What two words don't you need? And so. I'm not going to tell you what you need. Tell me which one's right, A or B. Raise your hand for A. Raise your hand for B. It's A. Very good. And number 4, we ate lunch at Yaqui Point, and then we took pictures at Grand View Point. Which one's right? Raise your hand for A. And raise your hand for B. B, because it has a punto and the mayúscula. Very, very good. Okay? Not so hard, but hey, don't go anywhere because I'm about to teach you how to do your Egyptian pyramid and what you need to do for Bible today and for tomorrow. Where can you find cities, towns, streets, but not people? Okay, let me say it again in English and then I'll say it in Spanish to see if you can translate it before me. Where can you find cities, towns, streets, and not people? Ok, la pregunta en español es, ¿dónde puede encontrar ciudades, pueblos y calles, pero no las personas? Where? Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tell me if you got it right. It is a map. You can find cities, towns, and streets on a map, but you can't find people. What? You're cute. Okay.